high expectations of ourselves every single day, that we need to be happy and motivated and excited and, just have this like all this energy that we can do all these things. And yeah, majority of the days that is our goal, but it's okay to have those days where we don't feel that way, where we feel sad or we feel frustrated or we feel tired or we don't have that energy. And once we can surrender to that and really address what we are feeling and manage that in a healthier way, we can actually move through that uncomfortable emotion or sensation faster and get back to what feels good for us, right? Everything is temporary. The good things are temporary. The challenging things are temporary. It's all temporary. Even this like gorgeous day in November. So here in New York, it is in the 70s. It's absolutely stunning today. And for us in November, usually November is dark, cold, dreary, and really a tough weather month. But we are given this gift of beautiful weather this week. And we would not appreciate this weather so much if we were used to this every single day, I believe. I believe that we have to have these challenges, these struggles, and not so great days so we appreciate the ones that are really freaking good. And it makes us excited about those things, right? We have things to look forward to. If you're just like riding high every day, it's like, okay, this is now what, right? What's next? There's always a cost with any opportunity that we have, right? There's always a challenge in order to get there, but it's that opportunity that we have to see that is so important. So this morning I went for a walk with one of my friends and nutrition clients, and it was just absolutely lovely to get outside, change environment, and we went to Saratoga and went to SPAC, if you're familiar with that, and just took a beautiful walk, had a great conversation. And it's so important that we connect with people right now more than ever. Like, connect with people, surround yourself with people that support you and your goals and come from a place of respect now and always. But that's not the reason I came on. I wanted to talk about today what is your exit strategy? What is your exit strategy after the diet that you're doing is over, right? Because this is what we're sold on these trendy diets. We're sold an outcome. Okay, so you want to lose weight. Here you go. So what happens when you do a strict meal plan, when you do keto, when you do Weight Watchers, when you do isogenics, Optavia, intermittent fasting? You follow it perfectly maybe. You do all the things, you restrict all the foods, you only eat this, and maybe you lose some weight. Yeah, you see the outcome there. Okay, so I lost weight. Great, the scale goes down. But guess what? You were sold a calorie deficit without an exit strategy, right? All of these diets are literally putting your body in a calorie deficit. You are expending more energy than you are taking in, either from the food that you're eating or the activity that you are doing. And all of these diets are basically changing the way that you're eating to eat less during the day, right? So same thing. Intermittent fasting, you're eating in a smaller window of time, so maybe you're eating less calories. But if you're not eating less calories in that small window, you're not going to lose weight. So these are all tactics, right? They're all tactics. Tactics are temporary. You're not learning the true strategies, the tools, and the skills to sustain the results that you have gotten, right? So that's what I'm asking you. What is your exit strategy? Life happens. Holidays are coming up. Travel, going out to eat for dinners, a pandemic, right? Truth, like this is the reality of life. Stuff changes, schedule changes. There's so much uncertainty. And if you are relying on a meal plan or good and bad foods to navigate your health, you are going to feel very frustrated for a very long time because willpower runs out. If you are relying on willpower again as your tactic to be successful, this runs out and you will continue to fail because willpower will not get you through those challenges. You're not learning about nutrition, about how to build your meals to make you feel satisfied, to make you feel good. Maybe you were taught to completely check out of your body and rely on what someone's telling you to do. So you literally have no idea what it means to be hungry, what it feels like to be hungry or full or satisfied, or what it even looks like to have a balanced meal. Because these diets are like, okay, here's some red foods that you should not eat, and here's some green foods that you should eat. But how do you pair these things together to actually make you feel good and have energy and perform better and show up for all these things and maybe go out to dinner and still see results? Sustainability is part of the roadmap that I am walking my clients through, because it has to be. It absolutely has to be. For you to have results that you can maintain, you have to be able to implement the same tools and skills and habits and behaviors throughout your journey. So if you're just doing things you can do temporarily because you probably hate it and are holding your breath and can't wait till it's over, that is not going to last, right? That's not going to give you sustainable results. That's going to be temporary. And it's also really damaging your relationship with food. Food is meant to be enjoyed. Food is meant to taste good and to fuel us and to make us feel good. It's not meant to be restricted or feel out of control with, or feel like we are missing out on things that we enjoy and can't have a quality of life, right? So celebrate slow, steady weight loss without sacrificing the quality of your life, right? We all want to enjoy what we are doing. And if you're not enjoying the process, it's going to be very short-lived. So I just want to ask you this question. What is your exit strategy? During the holidays, do you say to yourself every single year, here we go again, I'm going to gain 10 pounds and then I have to start over again on January? Because you're not doing anything differently. You're walking in the holidays with an abundance mindset or a scarcity mindset where it's either eating all the things or eating none of the things. But you're not learning how to navigate these situations, how to have a better relationship with food, but also yourself, and really understanding why maybe you're eating when you're not hungry. Because when we're doing something, whatever action that we take each day, we're solving a problem, right? So when we're even just getting in our car and driving somewhere, we have a destination that we're going to, we want to get somewhere, right? So if we are choosing to eat something, check in with yourself. Like, am I hungry? And if you are, build a balanced meal or snack. If you're not hungry, just take a second and really identify, okay, so if I'm not hungry, what is the problem I'm solving? What is the emotion I'm feeling, right? And this can be uncomfortable. It can be a really uncomfortable feeling that we're trying to avoid, numb, suffocate, all those things, which is okay, but we just have to realize, what am I really needing right now? Okay, so how can we identify another thing that we can replace the habit of maybe reaching for a snack or reaching for something that tastes good temporarily and not making you feel good ultimately, with something else that's going to give you the same reward. So this could be very different for a lot of people. And this is something that I talk through with my clients. Like, what are other things that resonate with you that would be helpful? Because everybody's different. Like, what works for me definitely may not work for you, and that's okay. But it has to be something else. Like, I was just talking with a client the other day, and for her, she was like, okay, so when I know this point of the day, I'm tired, right? She noticed she was tired. She was bored. It was later at night and she still had to do some work. And so we replaced that. Instead of going for a snack, she took a shower and she watched a show that she loved. I think it was the British Baking Show or one of those. So she had to stay up to do her work. So she did something else that still nourished her and made her feel good. Another client was like, I just need to go to bed. When I put my kids to bed, rather than going downstairs and I was avoiding just being tired, I just need to go to bed. I just need to turn it off and say, okay, this is what my body's needing. I will feel better tomorrow once I do that. It really just depends. Like, I understand that always it's not going to be, I can just go to bed, right? Sometimes we need to still do things during the day, but just giving ourselves this break and rest is so helpful in order to identify the problem that we're solving. So what is the problem that you're solving? What is the emotion you're feeling? And maybe that means calling a friend that you connect with and can talk through things with. Maybe that means just literally like taking a deep breath. There's something called box breathing, where you literally just take 4 deep breaths and exhale for 4. And if you just do that a few times, like just the stillness, the pausing, and the breathing is so therapeutic to allow us to start to process things. We can move through things that way. So take a deep breath, maybe write it out on a piece of paper, like what you need to do. If it's overwhelming your brain, talk it out, take a shower, take a bath, read a book that's enjoyable, that's not like very thoughtful, right? It's just maybe like a fiction book or a story that you can get lost in. Right now, more than ever, we need outlets that are nourishing us and supporting us rather than all the media all the time that can be negative or consuming or tension. Like if you're eating your meals, watching the news, and you're really tense and stressed, this could be one of the reasons maybe that you have a problem digesting your food, because you're not allowing this process to happen. So I could keep going on and on about this, but this is just something I'm really noticing with people right now more than ever, that we're not managing these emotions well. So we're coping with things that are only temporarily putting a Band-Aid over the problem, and we're not addressing the root cause. So I just want you to know today, it's okay to feel however you are feeling right now and surrender to that and be there and work through it. And this is literally the only way that we can move through it. I wish I had like a magic pill for you to be like, every day's great and we're all happy all the time, but it's just not reality. So ask for support. Working with a therapist is wonderful. Talking it out with someone, like these are all so important things for our mental health. So I just wanted to say that I'm here for you. If you don't have an exit strategy, if you are struggling with going on these short-term plans and then going off of them just as quick because you hate every second, I'm here for you. Like this is what I'm working on with people, and there is a better way. So I hope you have a great afternoon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, and we'll talk soon.